Hello all, welcome back to Shaving Peg Leg. I'm doing a head shave today, and yes, it's late. It's almost 1:30 in the morning, but that's just me. That's the way I do things. Today I'm going to use the Rolls razor, but first, before I start to shave, I'm going to just show you how one of these works. I don't think I did that before. This is the case it comes in. I already have the stropping plate taken off. Okay, first of all, we have to push the handle a little bit. Get your finger under there. Get your finger under there and lift that up. Get that point up. You take the blade. There's a hole in the bottom. Insert it and turn it 90 degrees. Now it won't come off. That again, lift it up. You see that? You push, pull, push, pull. That's running it over the honing stone. Now, take the blade off. Turn it 90 degrees and just lift it right off. Push the handle back in. Two tabs on the end of the plate. Put it in there. Did you hear that little click? Roll it over. Press the button. Excuse me. I did it wrong. Mine is not marked. Some of them are marked. Some of them have an S and an H for the stone, the hone and the strop. Mine does not have that. So I just pressed it. Now take the stone off. Again, lift the point up. Insert the blade. Turn 90 degrees. Now push, pull, push, pull, and you're stropping it. And it's easier if you just hold this and move the case body as opposed to trying to do this. That's hard. If you just hold this handle and do this, it's easier. So I'm going to strop this a little bit and we'll be back for the shave. Be right back. Alright all, excuse me. Now, this is one half of the handle. You take the blade. See how just a little bit of it hangs past the safety bar? You slide that into that groove right there. Kind of center it. After it's been used a few times, it will start leaving marks where it needs to be centered. You take the other half, stick it up into the base, screw it in, and this pin is longer than the shaft. So it will move up and you grab it and tighten it, and now see, it doesn't slide off. The soap we're using today from AA Shaving Quiesco. I always want to say Crisco, but it's Quiesco. That is the pour. I gotta get used to this camera. It takes a second for it to adjust its focus. I'm used to just, see that? Gone. Okay. Put that over there. This is my other Linkidea bowl. It's a copy of the Captain's Choice copper bowl. It's ceramic. Several makes of it out there. I've got it sitting on my coffee cup warmer. I'm using my Jequil Corenveo 22 millimeter. I'm going to call this brush the Night Sky. And we're just going to start whipping lather. Alright guys. I don't know how many of you saw Jequil shaving his last video. He put out a video about how he's really calmed his buying down, and the only soaps he's buying now are from artisans who support him or support the community. He was showing Barbas because Barbas always comments on his videos, shows him support, which very admirable. I agree with that. It's kind of like the only reason I have my affiliate link to the razor company and I give away a gift card to the razor company is I want to support Jason at the razor company because he does so much in the community that people don't talk about enough. All the big Instagram live shows like BBS Live, and I don't get to see the Canadian Mafia show because I'm busy on Wednesday nights. But I think he does give gift cards on the way on that show too. But he gives away a lot of, he's a couple of channels, he has given them stuff to give away, gift cards and soap sets and stuff for their, when they do giveaways, he's giving them stuff. So I want to support somebody like that who's supporting the community, actually out there supporting the community, doing stuff in the community to support it. So I guess the wet shaving store is starting to do that model too, but I'm going to find it redundant to have two affiliate links unless you guys think I should have one for the wet shaving store. I know a lot of people are starting to buy from the wet shaving store, which is fine. But like I said, the reason I started mine for the razor company is just to help support him, because I figure giving away a $25 gift card to his store, people would usually buy $35 to get the minimum the free shipping, except when he has the specials for like buy $20 or whatever and get free shipping. But I just wanted to help support him because he supports the community so much. Nice lather. This stuff is a really nice lather. Watch the bottom lip of the bowl. When I pull it away, watch the peak. I don't know if it did it. I can't see it. It droops right over. That's very good lather. That soap lathers very well. Now this soap, this is what they say. The scent of Quiesco boasts a lively, mossy green opening scent that quickly becomes woody, featuring notes of amber, cedarwood, and blackwood. Dry down offers a fresh brew of creamy Colombian dark roast coffee. Okay, when you open this soap, at least when I open the soap and take a whiff off this tub, when I first open it, I only get the oak moss, it's all moss. That's all I smell. So, there's always that. I just filled this with hot water before I started the shave. And the water hitting my head is cold. And that's the one thing about the misters. No matter how hot, you could put boiling water in here, and when it came out, it would probably be warm. The temperature just goes away as soon as it hits the air. That's the only bad thing about the misters. Ooh, that lather's a little warm, but that's good because the water wasn't. It's not hot, it's just warm. Like I said, that coffee cup warmer does not get to 150, 160 degrees like they said it would. No way. Maybe in a couple hours it might, but not in the 20 minutes, half hour I've had it on. It definitely doesn't. The soap is slick too. This is like shaving with a straight razor. Almost. Okay, either I need to strop it more or I didn't have the angle right. There, now I hear it, feel it cutting. No fan tonight, guys, as you can tell. Yeah, I didn't have it steep enough. Mucho better. I was just dragging the safety bar across my head. But like I said, I've seen Jason all over the place donating stuff for giveaways on Instagram Lives, which is another thing I want to talk about. He gives away a lot of things on Instagram Lives, and some people will come in and say, hey, I want to give away a $20 or $25 gift card to the razor company too. And Jason, even though he's already talked to the people who run the Instagram Live show, and he's already given away 2 $25 gift cards, he'll come out and say, I want to match his gift card with another gift card. So now he's giving away 3 gift cards. And sometimes he'll even say, I want to double what they're giving away. And he'll either give away 2 $20 gift cards or he'll give away a $40 gift card. The man's very, very generous to this community. He gives away a lot of things. He does a lot for this community. And I don't want to sound like an ad for the razor company, but I'm just letting you know where I come from by having an affiliate link to the razor company. Okay. And it's like Jim was talking about, he's only going to support, let's face it, all of us, not most, all of us have more some soaps than we'll probably ever freaking use in our lifetime. By my somewhat calculations, I figure I've got at least 8 years worth of soap. And it's probably more. And most of them, at that point, will probably just be soap with no scent. If they still even lather. This thing's kind of hard to use in the back of the head because the angle you got to use it at. So, but I've noticed lately a lot of people, and I mean a lot, are, especially the beginning of this year, they're like New Year's resolution, and I know Dave's still on his, and he's holding strong. Almost 3 months in, he's still holding strong, not buying anything. A lot of people have severely cut back on their buying. But you still have those out there that anytime anything new comes out, gotta have it because it's new. Well, my theory on that is eventually the artisans know every time they come out with something new, somebody's gonna buy it, and lots of people are probably gonna buy it. But eventually, my theory is they will run that well dry. It will eventually get to the point where you have come out with so much stuff that it doesn't matter. Nobody's buying because you've already saturated the market so much, and people just are tired of spending, have realized I've got too much shit, I got no place to put it, because storage becomes an issue after a while. It does become an issue. That's why most of us have taken to using these shoe racks for soaps, because we got no place else to put the damn things. Like I said, eventually these artisans are going to saturate the field to the point where it can't accept any more water. And then they're going to be screwed. Because I do realize that to make a new soap, a new scent, costs them money. I mean, they can use the same base for everything, yes, but that fragrance costs money, and some of them are more expensive than others. And they will tap the well dry eventually. But then, of course, you've always got your fanboys that will, they have their favorite company, and no matter what that favorite company comes out with, they're buying it because it came out from that company, so it's got to be good. Well, it may be good, yes, but do you really flipping need it? Because you can't tell me if you're buying so many soaps, and especially if you buy from other artisans, you can't tell me that you don't have that scent, base of that scent somewhere in your collection. Oh, but this is Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. Well, how many Tobacco Vanilles do you have? Because everybody's making one now. So you probably have that in your collection already by somebody else. But it's my favorite artisan. I gotta buy it. I gots to buy it. I just gots to. No, you don't gots to. You see it skipping? And it's not because the soap's not slick. It's just the nature of this razor. Can you hear that? There's still stubble there. And I'm sorry, I'm not a fanboy of anybody. I don't know if that's going to piss people off or not. How could you not be a fanboy of whoever? Because I'm not. I've said this several times before. There isn't a bad artisan out there making soap. Some soaps may be a little better than others, but they're all generally good. If they weren't, guess what? They wouldn't still be in business because nobody would buy their stuff. It's like anytime a new razor comes out, gots to have it. I gots to have it. Really? You got people out there saying, "Oh, this razor's my favorite. I'll never get rid of it." Okay, and somebody comes out with a new something or other, and they're like, "I just love this razor. I'll never get rid of it." Okay, well, they came out with a new razor, and you gots to buy it. Well, why? If you've already got a razor that you love and you'll never get rid of, why do you gots to buy this new $250, $280 razor that just came out? Why? Because it's new? If that's true, just be thankful you're not a flipping car guy, because you need a warehouse the size of Texas to store all your cars. I know you're going to say, well, razors are cheaper than cars, so it's easier to buy a lot of them. I'll agree. I have well over 100 razors. Well over. And I bought most of them because I was doing my what's the best $10 and under, what's the best 10 to 15, 15, 20, 20, 25, 25 to 30. I did that series to try and show you guys that you can get a good shave from a cheaper razor without spending $150, $180, $280 for one of these new razors. You don't need to. Got a ton of razors that I get good shaves off them. Some you have to learn them. I have a razor I paid $5, I think 65 cents from. It's a China made piece of plastic thing. Is it an heirloom piece? Hell no. It is the most aggressive razor I have because it has a ton of positive blade exposure. The first time I used that, I did not look at it to see if there was positive blade exposure or negative or neutral. I just used it. And I took layers of skin off. I was bleeding like a stuck pig after my first shave with that. And then when I revisited it, I realized this thing's got a ton of positive blade exposure. I need to change my angle, my approach to the razor, and I calmed down. And I didn't cut myself I don't think I cut myself at all when I used it. Maybe once. But once I learned the razor and realized it had positive blade exposure, I actually got a good shave off the razor. It's just, these people, it's always my constant rant. You got the money, buy what you want to buy. I really don't care. Just don't get sucked into doing something you can't afford or just don't want to. I mean, YouTubers, yes, we buy a lot of different new stuff to show you guys in case you want to buy it, show you how it is. But the ones I discredit the review on it, and I don't care who it is, I'm sorry. I don't care who it is. If you tell me, oh, they just sent me this $280 razor for free to review, to give my thoughts on it, good or bad, well, guess what? Your review's always going to be good. I don't give a rat's ass what you said, what words pass over your lips and tongue. I don't care. Your review's always going to be good. Always. You're never going to say anything bad about it. You might say, oh, the handle could be a little bit better. You may say something like that, but you're never going to say, I don't like the way this thing shaves. You never will. Sorry, you won't. You just won't do it. Because if you do that, guess what happens? The next artisan looks at that and they go, I'm not sending this guy anything because he might say something bad about it. And we don't want that. We want positive reviews so that we can sell our product. We don't want any bad reviews. And that's exactly what happens. It's like the guys that, and there's guys that have, I've seen one over at the groomsman. He has said several times he's got these titanium razors, he's traded one for another and all this other stuff, and neither one of them gave a good shave. But he's got like a $50 razor that gives him great shaves and he loves it. Why do you keep buying all these expensive razors? And he's got a couple of them that don't give him good shaves, and he's traded off because they're not everything that they were cracked up to be. Why do you keep spending that kind of money? Or if you can afford it, fine, I guess. But why do you keep spending that kind of money on razors and you turn around and get rid of it after a few shaves or a month's worth of shaves or whatever? Because it's not everything you were led to believe it was. It's not cracked up to what all the hype was. But he keeps doing it. But he said, I spent $280 on this razor. I don't like it. Didn't give me a good shave at all. I don't like it. Well, okay, that's good. That's fine. That's what I want to hear. That is what I want to hear. But you won't hear anybody, except for him, say, yeah, this razor cost me $280 and it's a great shaver. You won't hear anybody say, I didn't like the shave on it. Just the one guy that I know of that's ever said that. There's a couple of them out there that everything they've been sent, does not matter what it is, they love it. It's the best thing since sliced bread, baby. You can't beat this with a stick. Everything. Not one thing. How honest are you? As far as I'm concerned, everything you've been sent, you absolutely love. Not one negative thing on any of them. You love everything. Well, guess what? You can't love everything. Yes, I said ting. That's my Chinese version of thing. You can't love everything. Something's got to be bad. Somewhere down the line, something has to be bad. I want to hit this razor with that safety bar. You see the safety bar? makes it difficult to get in my river, my valley where the river runs through it. There, got it that time. I like this razor. This is a good little razor. I like the way it shaves and everything. And actually said thing that time. I'm just gonna okay, hang on a second. Thank you. I was trying to turn my little coffee warmer off. I couldn't get it to click. That feels good. Fingers are wet. Phone's playing games with me. Alright, this soap is beef tallow based. It does have beef tallow in the ingredients, so it is a tallow based soap. I just wanted to check that. I couldn't get my phone to light up to look at it. But like I said, I just wanted to actually thank Jim for coming out with that video, because he said a lot of correct to me things. He's gonna buy things, but only from vendors who support him or the community, and not just buy willy-nilly because something's new and whatnot. It's like he said, he's got enough soaps, he doesn't need any, but he still buys some occasionally. And I think that's great. Unlike people that support that other guy that I'm not crazy about, who doesn't do anything to support the community. Nothing. Sorry. Haven't seen him do a giveaway. Haven't seen him do a gift certificate like a lot of these guys do. The wet shaving store. Heather at Zingari Man, she does giveaways once a month on bbs.live on Instagram. Shannon Soaps does giveaways. Sterling does giveaways there. They all do giveaways. The makers usually about once a month they'll do a giveaway. This other guy doesn't do squat. Oh, he'll hold a meetup in his store or in a store, in a warehouse, whatever, to sell his product. Yeah, because meetups sell product, and he'll do that. But if you really just look at the way some of these guys do business, it's a lot different than what the ones that really support the community do. Gentleman John Elmo, my broken piece. We're gonna see how close that got me. Oh, I'm close. I'm cue ball. Damn near. I got just a wee bit. But like I said, when my skin relaxes a little bit, it'll go away. But guess what, guys? Remember what I said when I shaved my face? I just got that tingly feeling, like when you see a pretty girl, you get that little tingly feeling. That's all I'm getting right now. There's no half point, there's no quarter point, there's no point at all. It's just a tingle. I always do this. I could wait till later and do it, and I just do it now. Okay, I'm sorry, I gotta run the water, but I'm gonna run it real low. I've got 2 tubs now. I got the one that I always rinse my razor in. My sink does not have a stopper in it. It doesn't have a stopper, and you can't put one in it. It's a long story, but whoever put this sink in, you know, on the back of the faucet, they got the plunger thing. You pull it up, and it drops the plunger down and plugs the sink. I got the plunger thing in the sink, and I got the rod, and it's hooked up underneath, but for some reason, it doesn't flipping move. And I have tried playing with it. I tried loosening the nut that holds the ball in where the arm comes in to do that with the stopper, it doesn't move. I've taken the nut damn near off and it still won't move. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I don't want a hole there because I drop a lot of stuff and I don't want it going down in the flicking hole. So I just leave it. I use my tub, and I've got a second tub sitting across this tub now to do my rinse with, because my video yesterday when I ran the hot water on the rag to take the soap off my face, it was like you were standing right next to Niagara Falls, at the base of the falls. It was so flipping loud. I was like, are you kidding me? That's horrible. I see guys do it all the time where they run water a lot and it's just so loud, and it's like, it drives me nuts. It's like, don't you realize that when you're editing your video how loud that is? To me, I don't want to do that. I don't want that loud noise. Hang on a second. Okay, that's better. I had you on Zoom a little bit. So, which Hazel from Walgreens. I did not want to seem like I was 1,000 miles away, but right now I don't care. I did like the video and sound quality of this camera over my phone, though. I did. Aftershave by AA Shaving Quiesco. If it's pronounced differently, excuse me. Like I said, I barely do English over here. You guys know that, because when I start hitting like French and German words and whatnot, it's like... Still, even with this soap, after I used it, and this has been what... I just get moss. I just get the oak moss scent. That's all I pick up off of that soap. I don't mind oak moss. I kind of like it, but I don't pick up. I'm not getting any creamy Colombian coffee off of it at all. Johnson & Johnson baby lotion. You know what that 114A is? You always see it, but I never told you what it is. That was my room number at the rehab center when I was rehabbing from losing my right leg. Everything had to be labeled, because you won't believe how many times they'll come in and try and take your shit because they need it someplace else. But if it's got your room number on it, they know it's yours. But if they come in and don't see a room number on it, they think it's the facilities and they want to take it someplace else. What are you doing? That's my shit. Leave it alone. It's in my room, next to my bed, in my dresser. Don't touch. My mom's going through the same thing where she's at. And I actually had a talk with the head nurse there. I told her, I said, I get one more report that somebody's coming in and taking my mom's stuff and using it for somebody else, because they have that. She's got a cream she has to put on her legs to heal her legs that she bought. She had to get it. She got it from her doctor, and she had to pay. It was a script, but they used it. You took it and used it for somebody else. I told her, I said, get one more report on that. I said, I am going to raise so much hell in here, you'll have to call the police to get me out of here. And I am not joking. I said, it's wrong. It's got her name on it, prescription label on it, her name. What gives you guys the right to use it for somebody else? And she's like, oh, we don't. We're not supposed to. I said, then why are they doing it? Have a talk with your staff. You know why? I'll tell you why. She couldn't answer me, but I'll tell you why. Because they were too lazy to walk down to where they keep all their medical stuff like that stored and get it. Oh, she's got it right across the hall. Let me go grab hers. And that's exactly what it is. I don't care. No. Anyways, I appreciate you guys all being here. Oh, wow, this went way long. I'm sorry, I forgot, and I got to add on a few more minutes from this showing you the razor, and I've been just sitting here yakking. I'm sorry, guys, didn't mean to do that to you. All right, don't forget, if you're going to buy from the razor company, please use that affiliate link. I do get a kickback, yes, like I said. When that account hits $25, I buy a $25 gift card to the razor company, give it back to you guys. If you guys are buying from the wet shaving store and want an affiliate link, tell me. I'll get an affiliate link for the wet shaving store too, and you could use that. And I'll do the same thing. When that account hits $25, I'll get a $25 gift card to the wet shaving store and give it to you guys. And with that, please check the 4 channels I'll put in the description box. Give them a like and a sub. I'm sure those guys would really appreciate it. And I'll put a link into Jim Coe's last video in the description box too, if you want to go see it, so you don't have to search for it. I'll put a link to that video. All right, guys, I appreciate you being here. It was a good shave. I like the Rolls Razor head shave. I really, really do. It's better than the leaf for me. It is. One of these days, I'll improve my straight shave capabilities, and I'll do it on the head. I did it with a shavette when I was in rehab, and I was a bloody mess afterwards. I'm not doing that again until I get my skills up. All right, I'm sorry. I'm still babbling. All right, guys, take care out there. Appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Enough of the babbling fat guy in the camera. You're in the chair next. Happy shaves out there, guys.